2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Traffic making its way across the Bay Bridge between San Francisco and Oakland, California. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away. What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. For teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge.
Sure can. And just getting on the same page takes some time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will help you do that.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Morris at 4, with Ibaka at the 5. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. James Wiseman's out there with Andrew Wiggins. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with... the assist.
Well, no hesitation. The full arsenal on display here. The catch and shoot, rising fire. Yes, Paul George.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Wiseman kicks to Wiggins. Here's Curry. The shot comes out, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George against Curry. And here's Leonard from three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Curry passes to Wiggins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what a year for Andrew Wiggins and his offense. The outside shot took some huge leaps forward.
I think as importantly, his efficiency went through the roof. This guy seemed more comfortable playing as a second option. Less pressure allowed him to thrive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here are the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. On the wing, George. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Back to Curry. Outside, Green. To the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Shot from 6. Tries it from 9. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Wiggins inside the line. That one a little long for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Leonard finds Jackson. It's stolen by Curry. Inside. Now here's Wiseman. Defense right on him. Pass to Curry. The tray. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. It's a tie ball game.
Boy, it is so obvious that shooting with range comes naturally to Stephen Curry. But that's hours upon hours of shooting the basketball to get there.
And Wiseman sends it back.
And putting in work on the defensive end. Wiseman's swat providing a spark to his team.
Green, no luck.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And stolen by Wiggins. Curry is inside. Guarded by Jackson. The shot by Curry, no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
The Warriors have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Green kicks to Curry. Back to Green. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Ibaka dishes to George. To end the drought and block. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Curry. The pass to Green.
Well, make no mistake, Draymond Green will bully you on the interior if you allow it. You've got to make sure he doesn't force the issue.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
No good on the free throw.
Well, there's so much you can come to depend on with Draymond Green. Certainly skill in terms of his passing and rebounding and defense, but how about the emotion and leadership as well, guys?
Second free throw, no good. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for the Clippers. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, you love how Ibaka goes right up with the shot. Doesn't hesitate for a second off the catch.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Fifth is Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
The Warriors trail. On the wing, Thompson. Over George, and the Warriors miss again.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
But Kawhi Leonard's strength through contact, one of the real problems you've got to deal with as a defender.
Thompson outside. Here's Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Ibaka slams it in.
And Ibaka can really get up on these lob attempts. Great at finishing strong when he's near the rim.
Thompson outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Wiseman with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Jackson passes to George. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And the second free throw, good. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And he nails the third.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Curry is inside. Jackson on him. Here's Wiggins. Oh!
time.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Back to Jackson. Over to the left wing. 13 feet away. Ibaka controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Curry dishes to Wiseman. Green deciding where to go with it. The pass to Curry. No good on the triple.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Outside Leonard. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I really like how Marcus Morris plays within the offense. This guy is so solid at recognizing when he should give it up.
Now here's Curry. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Ball's knocked loose, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Bielitsa, he checks in for Green. And then for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Marcus Morris. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jackson. Warriors trailed by 9. Passes it to Wiggins. Dishes to Wiseman. Back to Wiggins. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
How about that concentration from Andrew Wiggins? He refuses to give in to the defense. What a finish.
Leonard with no one around. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Wiggins. Talking about that win against the Lakers, he was a big factor in that game as well.
Well, coming off that screen, head up, Wiggins makes the right choice.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Outside Leonard. It's tipped. It's George on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Wiseman finds Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Misses the 3.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Wiseman. Kuminga comes in for Wiggins. Moody's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Curry. The Clippers also changing it up. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Ibaka. Mann comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for George. Now, here's Bielitsa. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Poole. Here's the 3. It's not going to go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. It's Bledsoe on the wing. And the 3 ball is good. And the Clippers lead by 11.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've got.
And Poole gets it to go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Bledsoe. And it's Looney with the rebound. Golden State's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Pass to Moody. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Nicholas Batum. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Throw good, Moody. And if you need help spacing the floor, Moody's your guy. He's a nightmare to defend.
An elite three-point shooter, you have to go out and guard him. But if you close out too hard, he can put the ball on the floor and take advantage of the driving lane. So pick your poison.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clippers leading by 6. Bledsoe with it. Kuminga picks him up. Man passes to Kennard. Warriors with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
They recover it. Chalk up 2 there. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Poole. There's the pass to Moody. Some nice passing by Golden State. Poole, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Bielitsa passes it to Moody, and the layup falls. Now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Kennard. Second chance effort. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Poole. Kennard covering. And Poole gets it to go.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Bledsoe passes to Man. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Kuminga. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Puts up a 3. The shot will not fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 4. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And this Warriors team has an interesting mix of championship vets with hungry young players. Andrew Wiggins spoke about that great dynamic. Agreed, no doubt Wiggins has been soaking up that wisdom. Greg stepping up his game in the process.
Yeah, a big culture shift coming from Minnesota, and he's blossomed under the tutelage of these Hall of Famers.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Just stretching out the floor that first, they had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Moody is out there with Lee. Then there's Iguodala. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Looney in a pivot spot, manning the middle. That free throw, no good. All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
Oh, it's the beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
So he comes up empty at the line.
How about the Kentucky team Eric Bledsoe was a part of? 8 future NBA players, including All-Stars John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. An incredible group.
Now, here's Batum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kennard kicks to Bledsoe. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Iguodala dishes to Kuminga. Iguodala outside. And the rejection by Zubac. Bledsoe right side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The rare athleticism of Bledsoe. Hard to stop him without fouling it.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
The first free throw is good. The Warriors making a switch here. Porter's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 6. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And he gets it back. Fires the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Lee against Jackson. Pass it to Mann. Over Porter. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Warriors trailed by 3. Here's Lee. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Jackson looking around. Warriors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway.
And how about getting the band back together? I mean, Iguodala in a Warriors uniform, considered retirement, and couldn't resist one more run with the team he's won 3 titles with.
And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Pass to Moody. The dish to Iguodala. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Different look here for the Warriors. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Looney. Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. Wiggins is checked in for Moody. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Damian Lee. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Mann. And it's Paul George in for Kennard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Porter. And the shot falls short this time. The Clippers in the lead. Outside, George. Can they get it? And then George with the jam.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Wiggins finds Curry. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in. Curry's got 5.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Pass to George. Back to Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot, and the layup good by George. 9 points in the game so far.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Jackson passes to Leonard. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Wiggins outside. Curry against Jackson. Outside, Porter. From the arc. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Well, the gravity that Curry commands, it always leads to wide open looks for the guys around him.
Started by Green. George up top. He's got 9. And here's Leonard from 3. And Curry pulls it down.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since. Now, the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now the pass to Leonard. Right side, George. Over Porter. That one, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Outside Curry. That one, no good. George with the defensive effort.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Clippers trail by 6. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Outside, George. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
To the middle. And there's Jackson on the assist by George.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Wiggins. 6 points for him. On the wing, Porter. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
George against Wiggins. George dishes to Ibaka. Misses from close range. Warriors leading by 4. Curry way outside. And the Warriors miss again. LA has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Leonard. The Warriors pull it in.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Left side, Curry. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jackson. Nice D from Porter.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Wiggins finds Curry. On the wing, Porter. Moves back up. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Clippers trailed by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
Wiggins passes to Curry. And he comes up with the deuce.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's Jackson. He dishes it to Ibaka. Outside, George. 3-pointers off the mark. Warriors leading by 4. From past the arc. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Here's Leonard. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Wiggins passes to Curry, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. Curry against Jackson. It's stolen by Wiseman. Green dishes to Curry. Porter against Ibaka. Porter passes to Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Leonard the bounce pass. Ibaka finds George. And here's Jackson to the inside. Here's Ibaka. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Leonard on the wing. On the wing, George. Guarded by Curry. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson against Curry. He takes it in. The shot, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They were a finely tuned unit in the second quarter, easily outscoring their counterparts and getting in front by 7 points at the end of the half. Big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
They're playing with speed, pushing the ball off turnovers and long rebounds, running every chance they get, because we all know scoring on the break is so much easier than finding open shots in the half court.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Warriors leading by 7. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. And it's Jackson.
Well, because of his size of the position inside the painted area, Klay Thompson is a real threat.
And George kicks to Jackson. Leonard against Wiggins. The 17-footer. And the shot is long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Leonard against Curry. Now the feed to Wiseman. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Down low, here's Ibaka. Warriors with the rebound. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wiggins right side. Another 3 for Golden State.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Wiseman. Jackson misses.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses. And the physical tools of Wiseman. Very hard to deal with his length, burst, and strength.
And as you think about it, guys, he could start bullying people in the post once he starts to grow that aspect. Not many 7-footers have that frame and that speed. It's really about learning the game and making the most out of your skill set. We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Wiseman kicks to Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 15-point game. 11 feet away. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Doris, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment, and boy, Kawhi has.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has turned himself into an offensive force. He's a three-level scorer, but I think you have to admire the fact that this guy is as versatile as it gets on the defensive end. He could guard 1 through 5 if necessary.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Leonard, that's for 2. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Deflects the pass. Curry against Jackson. On the wing, Thompson. He's got 6. Curry from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Passes it to George. Looking to end the run. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. George has got 13.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
It seems like they found the rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Doris, you look at Marcus Morris, a very solid 3 and D type of forward.
That's exactly right, because think about it, Morris, early in his career, there was a reluctance to shoot the range shot. He was more mid-range guy, but credit him for putting in the work. Now Marcus is a deadly three-point shooter, and he brings a size and physicality on the defensive end.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Wiggins, and Poole subbed in for Curry. He hits both from the stripe. And Doris, with the financial challenges that the pandemic posed for the NBA, private equity firms looking to break into ownership. Some questions still to be answered with that, don't you think?
Oh, I think no doubt, Kevin. With the rules shifting in recent years to set that minimum ownership stake, it's going to be interesting to see whether this will become a real thing. But I believe if it drives franchise values, there will be momentum gained.
Pocket 6, pass to Ibaka. Warriors with the rebound. Now, here's Poole. He's got 5. They break it out, 5 on 3. Here's George. Great pass to set up the lay-in. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, superstars understand the contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
Pass to Wiseman. Here's Bielitsa. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Yeah, something else that stands out tonight is how many assists they have.
That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Looney's checked in for Golden State. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Jackson. Good on the second free throw. Clippers trail by 17. George looking over the floor. Here's Leonard. That one off the back iron and out. The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
Eric Bledsoe has the frame and the game to convert on the interior. Nicely done.
And here is Poole. 5 points in the game. Misses the wing J. Outside, Batum. Zubac kicks to Bledsoe. High post, Zubac. Looney on him. No good from Bledsoe. Warriors leading by 17. Now, Poole. The pass to Bielitsa. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Poole with it. Back to Bielitsa. The shot. And that one comes up a bit short. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. No good from Bledsoe. Golden State's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Poole, the pass to Looney. On the wing, it's Iguodala. The 3 from Poole. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
George with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Here's George. He's got 15. Bledsoe kicks to George. Fires from deep. He can't get that one. The Warriors go the other way with it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Got a piece of it. George up top. He's covered by Thompson. Bledsoe outside. Leonard makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 14 points for the game.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
Timeout called the Warriors. some changes here for the Warriors. Kuminga's come in for Bielitsa. Moody comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Lee's subbed in for Jordan Poole. And then for the Clippers, Mann's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for George. Mann passes to Kennard. Now Bledsoe. Takes a three. Warriors with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Zubac finds Kennard. Zubac against Lee. Back to Kennard. Bangs home the trifecta.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Bledsoe against Lee. Here's Thompson. Off the left rim and out. Clippers trailed by 20. Kennard kicks to Bledsoe. Over to the wing. Here's Mann. Bledsoe trying to free himself up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Thompson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 1:23 left in the 3rd quarter. Lee outside for 3. Kennard with the rebound. Kennard's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Luke Kennard entered the league with a long history of success, both in the high school and collegiate levels. And this is a guy who I think still has a high ceiling.
Over in the corner, Green. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And the Warriors lead by 20.
Wow, we're accustomed to seeing Draymond Green make the pass, but how about that catch-and-shoot delivery? Nice.
Bledsoe passes to Zubac. Back to Bledsoe. Kennard for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kennard's got 8 points.
In perfect timing, this run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Here's Kuminga, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists in the game. It's Bledsoe on the wing. 16 seconds left in the 3rd. That shot off the mark. AT that time from Curry.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Deep from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter. And so it's the Golden State Warriors cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Kuminga out there with Green. Then it's Curry. Then there's Moody. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Count that one.
I think unselfish is a word that applies beautifully to Draymond Green. He's so good at sharing the basketball.
Jackson passes to Kennard. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
James Wiseman, he's checked in for the Warriors. Three from the inbound, and Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Green. Wiggins has got 5 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Draymond Green pulls it in. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. On the wing, Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
Well, more points on the board for Wiggins. How about this guy? This is a memorable night.
Inside.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Kuminga. Here's Green, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for James Wiseman. Harry Giles is checked in for Los Angeles. Justice Winslow comes in for Jackson. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Winslow. Curry with the defensive effort. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, this is what makes Steph Curry so difficult to defend, right? A sharp passer on top of everything else he brings in terms of his scoring ability.
Pass to Giles. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Porter, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That shot misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. We'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. Man passes to Kennard. Here's Man. Clock at 4. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Pass to Kuminga. To answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Winslow. And Kuminga throws it down.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Pass to Giles. Back to Winslow. The three. And they get it back. Here's Giles. Drills the baseline jumper.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
From deep, Green. They get it again. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Greg, just from the eye test, Kuminga's built like a guy who's in his late 20s.
And physically, he's got some LeBron James to him. Great natural strength, fast, explosive off the floor. When he puts his head down and goes to the bucket, he can be unstoppable.
First one falls for him. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skill. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow.
Good.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Curry with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Curry passes to Kuminga. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on George. And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Warriors. Bielitsa, he checks in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Good on both. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Here's Wiggins. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. Feeds to Jackson. And there's the pass to Leonard. To the middle. Warriors with the rebound. Wiggins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Kuminga kicks to Poole. And Keon Johnson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And the Warriors with some changes. Wiseman's checked in for Bielitsa. Thompson comes in for Kuminga. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Jordan Poole. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Marcus Morris is checked in for Johnson. Throws it up high. And finished off by Wiseman.
And just caught the D there by surprise. Love when Wiseman goes for the big air on the alley-oop.
Outside Leonard. From 11 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Now the Clippers moving it up. On up the court, George with the bucket.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Curry looking around. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Ibaka finds Jackson. Outside Leonard. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And he's good on the second.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And he makes all 3. Warriors leading by 21. Wiggins passes to Wiseman. Outside, Green. Back to Wiggins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And George, here we go. And then George with the jam.
You know, Paul George with the absolute tight handle, able to navigate through traffic. That's ridiculous.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Curry gets the bucket.
And that's in the gym range, Kev. He can pull up and knock it down from anywhere.
Here's Leonard, and he drives in. Wiggins with some nice D. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Wiggins dishes to Curry. Passes it to Wiseman. Fires at the elbow. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. LA has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Ibaka, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T.
Curry's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%. And the Clippers miss again.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And it's Green missing. Los Angeles has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. The drive by Jackson. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
It's Curry outside. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 30 points.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Here's Jackson. And Wiseman sends it back. Pass to Curry. Thompson in the corner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Jackson against Curry. Jackson passes to George. And for top high schoolers, Doris, who want to make a salary instead of going to college, there are now quite a few options.
There are, Kevin, and I love it because to me, this is a free market system. So whether you're going overseas, you have the Ignite franchise in the G League. And listen, there may be more options to come, and I think that's a great thing.
Wiseman kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Leonard, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Leonard's got 11 in the second half. And here is Curry. Thompson outside. Curry is inside. Guarded by Jackson. Curry can't get it to go. To the inside, Leonard. And the shot is good. 23 points for Leonard.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Stephen Curry.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Outside Leonard. Shoots it up. Wiseman with the rebound. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They have a 19-point lead. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the paint. And the rejection by Ibaka. They get it back. Wiseman the pass to Curry. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. Now Jackson. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.